What is going on, you guys? This is Ryan back into the video, and today we have some Market Monday for you guys. Not exactly what you're probably looking for in terms of a ton of crazy ways to make coins, but we are still awaiting the anticipated Team of the Year promo, which should be coming within the next week. We're probably at around 7 days or so, give or take a couple of days there, where we're probably going to see the promo drop. Is it going to be after the Super Bowl? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I would imagine they would want to do it before the Super Bowl. That way we get that and then Super Bowl player content. But as of right now, we currently do not have the Team of the Year set or the Team of the Year players currently in the game. But we do have a Team of the Week set in the game, which a lot of people are going to be really interested in because we have a lot of good players in the set. So we got the Conference Hero collection here where we get the Von Miller, and this Von Miller is absolutely amazing. 96 overall Von Miller, which, yes, that does mean, as always, the Game of the Week collectible is going to be extremely expensive. Now, I have a little bit of a I guess thing I want to drop on you guys that I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. This is not any promotion. I'm not being paid to say this by Muthead. Of course, I don't even think Muthead is really good with me, but Muthead has improved their website, and if you guys don't know what Muthead is, it's definitely a really good way to go ahead and check out some of the cards, check out some of the sets, look at some of the prices. And now what they've added is a live auction, which is pretty much right as it happens. If I put a card up right now for 15K, and if I go to Muthead live auctions, search up that card, it's going to say the card is cheapest up for 15K. So you might want to go ahead and use Muthead live auction, you know, just mess around on there, see what your cards are really going for, you know, sell some cards for anticipation of Team of the Year and get prepared for that. And then also maybe look for some snipes. Maybe people aren't, you know, really browsing the auction block on PSN, and maybe you can find a really good snipe on Muthead. Hurry up and go, you know, search it up on your console. I know it's probably better to just look it up on your console, but I mean, some cards are hidden, some cards a lot of people really aren't looking up, and you could definitely find some snipes there. But we do want to talk about this conference collectible here. We see Tom Brady being sacked by Von Miller. Congratulations to all the Broncos fans out there for defeating the Patriots. But we have the conference collectible up here for 486K. Now, that is extremely expensive. That's one of the most expensive Team of the Week collectibles that we have had thus far this year. We have a David Johnson, which is super comparable to guys like Chris Johnson, like guys like Dre Archer. He has that insane speed to go along with some really good trucking. You don't really see that combo too often. The only combo you see kind of like this card is almost like Bo Jackson. So this guy is like a mini Bo Jackson with 96 speed, 91 trucking, and 95 juke move. Definitely a card to keep your eyes out, you know, on the lookout for. That card is definitely really, really good. I would highly recommend that card if you guys can get it for cheap, just to play with it for a little bit, because that card's really good. We got Owen Daniels. He got 2 touchdown passes in that conference game. Not a very good card in particular, but he is, you know, just somewhat of a really decent, you know, just pass catcher, I guess you would say. Nothing too insane. Definitely just fodder for that collection. You're going to be putting him in there to get that Von Miller. We got Alan Branch, Philly Brown of The Ohio State University. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Alan Branch real quick. I know a lot of people will be upset if I don't look at him, even though it's just Alan Branch. Nothing too spectacular. We've seen many defensive tackles this year, but a very solid defensive tackle nonetheless. Decent speed for a defensive tackle. Good block shed, good power move, good strength. All in all, a pretty decent card. And then, of course, Philly Brown, like I said, my favorite team, Ohio State. Yeah, get your jokes in. Ohio State didn't win the championship this year. They got, you know, shut up by Michigan State. Whatever, it's all good. It doesn't bother me. Philly Brown, definitely a pretty good card right there. 92 speed, 93 spectacular catch, 82 release, and 90 jumping to go along with his 89 catch in traffic and 85 route run. So overall, all in all, a pretty good group of cards there. We got Trey Boston as well. I didn't even see this guy down below. Trey Boston, a late interception on Carson Palmer, and we'll take a look at that card briefly, and you guys can see right there, pretty good height, pretty good speed, pretty good hit power, and decent zone coverage. So nothing too out of the ordinary for a card that you would see later in the year. So definitely be sure to take a look at those cards, because that's going to be a really expensive set. And a lot of those cards are definitely going to be going for a lot, especially that collectible. So be on the lookout for that as you guys, you know, just mess around on the auction block and take a look at that. So, is there anything else we could really talk about right now? You know, a method that a lot of people have been letting me know. I did not personally know this method until a couple of people have told me. But with the Schefter stars, you see a lot of guys really trying to get these Schefter stars and, you know, trying to do the dual style. Now, a lot of people will, you know, pull a bunch of packs throughout the week you'll see a lot of these cards pulled, especially guys like Greg Robinson and, you know, other guys that not a lot of people would really want on their team, you know, to play with for like their main roster team, like Eric Ebron. But you guys can take a look at the like Greg Robinson, and don't completely go all in on this. Maybe just a few, just see if it works out for you. But a lot of people have told me buying these cards while they're cheap. So right now, Greg Robinson is currently 7.5K. Not a bad investment if you buy a couple of those, maybe 5 to 10 of these of different styles. Once the new one comes out, so let's say we're on Eric Ebron, and we buy a whole bunch of Eric Ebrons, which down here we have that, which is the last one. Let's say I bought, you know, 10 of a combined of short pass, long pass, ground and pound, blah, 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 blah. We bought a whole bunch of those, and then Greg Robinson drops in the game. So we have a bunch of Eric Ebrons that we invested in. Greg Robinson comes out. We wait maybe like a day or two after the Greg Robinson is out, and then people are like, oh, I wasn't online. I couldn't get online to get the new Schefter star. I got to go buy the Eric Ebrons on the auction block. Now, Eric Ebron currently, let's go ahead and just take a look real quick. It's probably not yet that his card is back up to a decent value, but right now, as it stands, he's 16K. So let's say he was 7K like the Greg Robinson was currently right now, and then you bought a whole bunch of that. You basically, I'm not going to say you doubled your profit, because of course the little tax that EA has decided to implement the last couple of years, but you're going to make almost double your profit if you invested in a couple of those Eric Ebrons as we're looking at now. So just something to keep your mind on. I mean, don't go all in. Like I said, you never know what's going to happen. I actually cashed in a little bit on the Bradley Robies, bought a whole bunch of those for around 10 to 15K, and then they ended up being like 30 some K, which is absolutely great for me, because I just wanted to test it out before I throw this theory out there. It does work, but on occasions I could see why it wouldn't. Like a guy like Greg Robinson, who knows, you know, there's a lot of offensive linemen that already give good style, so you never know like what is going to happen with guys like this. So like I said, don't get too invested. Just, you know, on a precautionary margin, just go ahead and buy a couple of them just to test it out for yourself, and then when the next one drops, you'll go ahead and see if you make any profit. But it's just like a little investment, nothing too crazy, nothing to, you know, get your hopes up for that you're going to make a whole ton of coins, but definitely just try it out. Give it a try and see how it goes. Let me know if, you know, it cashed out, you know, on Twitter, or if you want to go ahead and leave it in my YouTube comments, because definitely that'd be really awesome to see you guys make a couple of coins as Team of the Year drops. Get you guys ready for all those crazy cards that we're going to be getting, because I'm sure they're going to be great. And also, you know, as I always say, when Legend Packs are in the game, which we did have Legend Packs for the Lamar Woodley and for the Colin Kaepernick, you always want to take a look at some of these sets, because there's a lot of, you know, sets you could do. And I always mention this on Market Monday, because I don't think a lot of people really know, and I definitely want to keep getting it out there, because you guys could do these sets for so cheap and sell the card for almost, not, I'm not going to say double what you spent to do the set, but very, very close too. I've done a couple of them where I made a whole ton of profit, and that is mainly because, you know, these cards, when they're currently in, you know, in packs and legend packs, the collectibles are being pulled left and right. Every other second, a collectible that you're looking at might have just been pulled, and you definitely can find these for, you know, super cheap. During legend packs when these were out, the 2008 collectible was probably going around, I would say maybe like 35 to 40K. It's currently, what was that, up to like 70K, which is ridiculous, because that's just a couple of days, you know, past, and that's 77K. It was up for like 30. I should have bought one of those. Lamar Woodley 6 sacks, that was going up for like 15, you know, K. And I was sitting there with my friends, I'm like, why is this Lamar Woodley so cheap? Like, it's actually a good player. I know the legend badges are all currently, you know, at a decent price, probably one of the highest prices they've been at all year, around 30K. But even the legend badges, like, you can get the legend badges for snipes the entire time during legend packs. So I just want to throw this out every single week just to let you guys know, be on the lookout for this, because, you know, mostly every Saturday and Sunday, legend packs are in the game, and you definitely want to take a look at some of these cards, because they're very, very good money makers, and especially the legend badges. If you guys could get some of these legend sets done for cheap, as soon as those legend packs are out of packs, give it like a day or two, and you're going to cash. Like, if you want to go ahead and sell that card, you can definitely make a bunch of profits. So this is a little bit of a Market Monday we could do before Team of the Year, but be expecting a huge Market Monday with a whole bunch of new theories, a whole bunch of new ways to make coins. Once that Team of the Year drops, we'll definitely be going through all the best ways to get your hands on some Team of the Year cards, the best ways to make coins with that promo, and it's always a waiting game with MUT. It's always like a waiting game. When is the new stuff that is going to come out? When are we going to get that new big release inflow of new cards? because that is when the coins start to be made. That's when profits start to be made, and that's when everyone starts to have fun, and that's when I'll be making my team. I got 13 million coins ready to go for that, and it's going to be a whole bunch of fun. Hopefully we can get that done very, very soon. Hopefully Team of the Year does drop, because I'm ready for it. I hope you guys are ready for it as well, and I'm going to go ahead and get out of your hair. It's been 10 minutes. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.